Welcome back to the 2018 World Cup of Hockey. This game between Team Sweden and Team USA. Some big-time semi-final implications in this one as well. Henrik Lundqvist will get the start for Team Sweden versus John Gibson, making his first appearance for the Americans. We saw in the last game, Russia punch their ticket into the semifinals. Sweden can do the same here if they defeat the USA. Big time implications for Europe as well. If Sweden wins, they will move on to the semifinals. Big shot there from the point from Ryan Suter. And Lundqvist will make that save. And for the Czech Republic, they're the biggest Team USA fans out there as well. The only chance they have to move on to the semis is if the U.S. is able to knock off Sweden here. As Gabriel Landeskog brings it into the American zone. Landeskog with the shot. Good kick save there from Gibson. Johnny Gaudreau coming up his off wing. Drops it back for Phil Kessel. Slap shot. A rare slap shot from Kessel. That one goes wide. Erik Karlsson up ice now to Nick Backstrom. Backstrom waiting for help. Passes up to Landeskog. He's got room. He scores! Gabriel Landeskog, and Team Sweden takes a 1-0 lead. Great show of patience there from the fantastic playmaker that is Nicklas Backstrom. He stops up, sees Landeskog, finds some room up the middle, then enters the zone. And Landeskog, the speed there to pull away from 3 American defenders, and a perfectly placed shot past John Gibson. And just under 2 minutes into the game, Sweden has a 1-0 lead.
Team Sweden goal scored by number 92.
In comes Team USA. It's Shane Goss's pair, dropping it back to the point. Blake Wheeler has it now. Wheeler back to the point with Bufflin. They're going back and forth, trying to get away from that right side boards. They will now. Trocheck centers it. Sends it back for Wheeler. Now Max Pacioretty. He's tripped to the puck. Raquel is on him. Plays it across to Forsberg. They're fighting to get it out of the zone. Ekman Larsson will chip it up past the blue line and out. And here comes Rickard Raquel. Looking for a centering pass that was picked up by Vincent Trocheck, and now back the other way. Max Pacioretty charging in. Good shot. Good kick save there from Henrik Lundqvist. Philip Forsberg now able to steal that away from Trocheck. He'll drive it up the left side. Forsberg trying to center that one. Bufflin broke that up. And now sent back the other way. James Van Riemsdyk on it. He's got Derek Stepan. Tried to send it to him, but didn't get much on the pass. Stralman was on him. And Sweden will steal it and take it back the other way. Victor Arvidsson for Anton Stralman streaming in. His pass picked off by Van Riemsdyk. Now coming back, TJ Oshie. In for Van Riemsdyk with a shot. That's blocked. And coming back again, Anton Stralman. Alex Wenberg. Now up to William Karlsson. For Stralman coming in. Good save by Gibson. Puck to the corner. Karlsson now back to the point. Stralman, Ekman Larsson. Back to Stralman again. Big one-time chance there for Wenberg. Blocked. He will direct that to the net on the second chance. Didn't get much on that, and Gibson able to knock it away easily. TJ Oshie now charging into the zone. Oshie being chased down by William Karlsson. Taken to the corner. Sends it around behind the net. Step on back to the point. Justin Falk. Ryan Suter. Big shot. Gets to the net. Rebound. Scores. Derek Stepan right there on the doorstep. Finds the loose puck on the rebound. And Team USA has tied the game. A big point shot there from Ryan Suter. And you just see that spin. Stralman thought he had Stepan tied up. But right after the shot hits the goaltender, he's able to spin off that check and get to the loose puck. A great play there from Derek Stepan as he buries it. Scrummed off the draw at center. And Sweden will get control. Anton Stralman bringing it in. Heads to the corner behind the net. Gets pinned to the boards there. Able to dig it out. Hornqvist centering pass. Doesn't make it. And it's picked up by the U.S. Coming back the other way. Cam Atkinson. Deeks to the center. His shot blocked. Will just get to the net, but it's stopped up. And now sent back the other way. Nicklas Backstrom Up for Patrick Hornfist. Hornfist drops it back. Victor Hedman charging in. His shot just goes wide. All kinds of time and space there for Victor Hedman. But he just missed the net. Now coming back, Johnny Gaudreau. Can't get around Erik Karlsson. A good hit. Separates man from puck. Not every good hit needs to knock a man down. Just needs to steal the puck. Nicholas Backstrom trying to send that back through. But Pavelski blocked it. And now it's coming back down the other way. Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau behind the net. Looks in front. Now looks back to the point. Kessel there at the sidewall. Sends it across to Pavelski. Back to the point. Ryan McDonough. Justin Falk being chased down there by Landeskog. He'll steal it and skate it out. Landeskog spinning back. Good stretch pass there up to Erik Karlsson. Karlsson cuts in. Leaves it for Hedman. One-timer for Karlsson, and that one goes wide. It might hit someone in front. Now William Nylander sends it into the corner. Now back to the point, Erik Karlsson. Hedman back to Karlsson. Drops it in for Nylander to the corner, Backstrom. Trying to find a way to the net. Karlsson off the boards to Backstrom again. Sends it across in front. Wenberg spins and scores. Alexander Wenberg. Some great passing from Sweden around the zone there. And Wenberg finds himself with the puck in the slot. He beats John Gibson. It's 2-1 Sweden. Great job by Sweden working around the perimeter on that one. The passing around from Backstrom and Karlsson and Nylander along that outside and the left side opened up the middle for Wenberg. There's a chance there for Wenberg again. This time turned aside. Opened him up a lane to the slot, and he was able to pick off that quick shot from the slot and beat John Gibson. Now coming in is Cam Atkinson. Can't get around Hampus Lindholm. He'll turn him back and send it up ice for Philip Forsberg. Forsberg now trying to cut through. Good play there by Buffalo to stick with him. Got in the way of that deke. And the Americans will come back up the ice. Atkinson up to Alex Galchenyuk at the blue line. He'll carry it in. Cycles it around. It'll come all the way back to the point. Suter is there. He keeps it in. Sends it up for Atkinson. Cutting through. Has room. Scores! Cam Atkinson. Found some room with the puck. Danced around the defense right in front of the net. He beats Henrik Lundqvist. And the back and forth continues. It's tied again at 2. That pass came from the point right to the front of the net for Atkinson. And he was able to wheel his way around the defenseman. Get to the net and beat Henrik Lundqvist with a great place shot. Ricard Raquel trying to spin around, gets pushed off the puck there by Stepan, and back come the Americans again. Ryan Suter with some room. Suter, big shot off the post. Ryan Suter jumping up into that one. Picks the corner on Lundqvist, but gets the bar and will stay tied. Puck off the bar, out of play. Faceoff will come outside Sweden zone. Michael Backlund wins that one. And they'll come up ice. Hornqvist with it now. Hornqvist spins it back to the point. John Klingberg. Klingberg back. Ekman Larsson in for Zetterberg. Goes back to the point. Now sent in for Hornqvist. Zetterberg was there in the slot. Decided to hand it back to the point. Hornqvist stripped to the puck there by TJ Oshie. And now back the other way. Here comes Stepan. Went for a move. Couldn't get around Ekman Larsson. And now Klingberg sent it up, but the pass was out of reach for Hornqvist. And that'll go down for icing. That fourth line for Sweden stuck on the ice. Surprised Lundqvist didn't hold on to that one with the fourth line there. It seems to be working out so far, though, as they'll come down. Hornqvist, good drag move. Can't get around the defense, though, and he gets a second chance. He scores! Patrick Hornqvist. A great job on the second effort. Beats Gibson on the glove side. And that's what I get for doubting Henrik Lundqvist, I guess. Hornfish tried to drag that around Gostisbehere, couldn't quite do it, but he's able to get the puck back. And I think just surprises Gibson with how quickly he's able to get this shot up in the air. He beats him up right around the ear. Not much room to elevate that one, but he did. And Patrick Hornfist restores a 1-goal lead for Team Sweden.
Team Sweden goal scored by number 72, Patrick Hornfist.
Erik Karlsson brings it in now, sends it to the front of the net. Great chance there for Landeskog. And a save by Gibson.
45 seconds.
Backstrom wins that draw cleanly to the point for Hedman. Off the boards, back to him. Hedman sends it in. Landeskog there, stops it in the corner. Backstrom over to Landeskog. Here's this perimeter work again for Sweden. They'll send it around behind the net, but no one able to get to it there on the other side, and the Americans will bring it up ice. Charging in, Ryan McDonough at the point now. Justin Falk jumps in. That shot is blocked. Galchenyuk now on it. Sends it back. It hops over the stick of McDonough. Will come all the way back down to the goaltender Gibson. Sent up now, Cam Atkinson. Atkinson has a goal already in this one. He'll curl around. Drops it back at the point, Justin Falk. Final minute of the first. Sends it back, looking for Galchenyuk, but that pass got picked off. And now here comes Nick Backstrom. Backstrom heading towards the corner. Now behind the net, centering pass. Good chance there on the one-timer. That was Philip Forsberg, but turned aside. Final seconds, Forsberg to the point of Lindholm. Lindholm walking in, now for Forsberg, in tight with the shot. Stopped by Gibson, and he'll freeze it with a second left. There's the one-timer there. Nicholas Backstrom has had a fantastic passing period in this one. He's already helped set up 2 goals, just about set up another one right there. But Gibson able to turn that one aside on the one-timer from point-blank range. And that'll do it for the first period. A high scoring back and forth. First frame, Sweden comes out with a 1-goal advantage. They'll hit it into the second with a 3-2 lead.
Just a friendly reminder about tonight's silent auction. All items can be viewed and bid upon at the display near the guest services counter.
Shots 9-5 in favor of Sweden after the first. And they'll use that to take a 1-goal lead. Heading onwards. The fate of the entire Group A can rest on this game if Sweden emerges victorious. They have a 3-2 lead now, as they look to punch their and Europe's ticket into the semifinals. Backstrom sends it in front, back to the point, comes all the way back there. Kessel will take it away from Hedman. Now in come the Americans. Johnny Gaudreau drops it back for Kessel. Big shot, that one goes wide. Now at the point, Suter for John Carlson. Back to Suter. Tried to leave it there for Pavelski. Didn't get much on the pass. Backstrom picks it off and he'll carry it up ice. Nylander for Landeskog. Can't get around John Carlson. Good play there. Phil Kessel rinked wide to Max Pacioretty. Pacioretty stopping up. Spins back, centers it. Pavelski scores. Great play there from Max Pacioretty. Along the left side boards, able to spin around, find the passing lane, gets it in front to Joe Pavelski. And he'll pick the low corner on Lundqvist. And the Americans have tied it early in the second. Lundqvist bit a little too hard on how far that pass was going to come across. Seeing Pavelski, the righty, reach all the way to his forehand forward, he came across and maybe cheated a bit to his glove hand side, and Pavelski was able to pull it back in front of him and snap it off to the blocker side before Lundqvist could readjust and get back over there. And this early in the period with the ice freshly flooded, sometimes you overslide in these periods. Here comes Ekman Larson with a shot. That one will go wide, come off the boards, and Gibson will freeze it. Most goaltenders will scuff up their crease to try to prevent that, but early periods like this, those cross crease or fast passes to the slot, sometimes you can do what Lundqvist might have done there, and that's overslide and enable that comeback shot. Here comes Vincent Trocheck back in for the Americans. Trocheck cuts to the center. Good defensive play there. That was Oliver Ekman Larson who took that away from him. Carlson, Arvidsson, back to the point, Ekman Larson. Sends it over to Klingberg. His pass just about broken up, but they will keep it in. Klingberg gets around Wheeler, cuts to the net, takes the shot. That one gets deflected wide. William Karlsson from behind the net brings it back up now to the point. Klingberg spinning away from another check. Walks in again. Big one-timer chance for Wenberg. And that one kicked away by Gibson. What a save. Now William Karlsson to the side. Wenberg spins and fires. This one goes wide. Wheeler poked in, but it did come out. So they do have to clear. Now Van Riemsdyk coming in for the Americans. Van Riemsdyk shot. Rebound is there. Stralman gets to it first and plays it up to Arvidsson and out of the zone. Henrik Zetterberg taken down with a big hit there from Ryan McDonough. Blake Wheeler all the way across to Van Riemsdyk. Coming in is JVR. Looking back, pinned to the boards there by Patrick Hornfish. Stralman comes in to help him. McDonough's in. He'll steal it. He gets hooked up. There'll be a penalty to Sweden. Van Riemsdyk with a shot. Good save. And they'll touch up behind the net. As Team Sweden will take a hooking call here. It'll go to one of their best penalty-killing defensemen, Anton Stralman. The American power play unsuccessful in their first game. Didn't get any opportunities even. So this will be their first power play chance of the tournament. Van Riemsdyk across to Joe Pavelski. Now in John Carlson. Kessel had a chance. Couldn't get around the defense though. Carlson keeps it at the line. Van Riemsdyk sends it around. Behind the net there, Kessel. Kessel in front to Pavelski. He shoots and hits it off the bar. Van Riemsdyk gets the rebound. Sends it in front. Now it comes back to the point. Pavelski. Gaudreau. Carlson. Johnny Gaudreau. Drops it back for Carlson. Playing against the line. Good shot there from Gaudreau. And that one kicked away by Henrik Lundqvist and now sent down the ice. Some good chances there as Team USA was able to get their power play set up. That'll hit off of Pavelski. He was heading to the bench. And Sweden will get it right back down. Good chances, not able to capitalize. Back to 5-on-5. Here comes Vincent Trocheck in though. Trocheck stopping up, looks to the front, takes the shot. Big rebound, but it just missed. Wheeler standing at the side of the net. Gaudreau tries to cut in short side, get to the front of the net, and then got swarmed with what he got there, not able to get a shot. Ricard Raquel comes in. Raquel cuts to the net, takes the shot, rebound, Zetterberg scores! Henrik Zetterberg on the rebound, and the Swedish captain gives them the lead. A great play by Ricard Raquel. He outskates John Carlson on that side. Gets a shot right up on the pad of Gibson. That is a rebound producer. And it did just that. Rebound pops out to Zetterberg. And he's got an open net to shoot at. And Henrik Zetterberg, not a guy who's going to miss many of those. As Sweden has a 1-goal lead again. Coming out of their own zone now, William Nylander. Nylander lost control of the puck there while stick handling. Giveaway in front, Landeskog jamming at it in front. Him and Backstrom getting crossed up there. Seemed like they were just trying to get out of each other's way, and nobody could do anything with the puck. Backstrom plays it to the point. Nylander is there. Sends it across to Landeskog. Now back for Backstrom. Backstrom gets his stick chopped out of his hands. No call. Big time slash there, but no penalty coming. Now here comes Justin Falk. Drops it back, step on to the slot. His shot blocked. Hampus Lindholm trying to muscle it out to the front of the net. Atkinson scores. Cam Atkinson gets his second. And Team Sweden not going to be happy about that one. The slash to Nicholas Backstrom at the other end knocked his stick out of his hands. The U.S. come back the other way, and Cam Atkinson, second of the game, has tied it again. Mika Zibanejad over to Philip Forsberg as Sweden again lets another lead slip out of their hands. Ekman Larsson, Klingberg, Ekman Larsson, a big shot, that one stopped. Forsberg in front for Raquel, blocked. Now TJ Oshie carries it out for the U.S. Oshie cuts to the center, goes wide, takes the shot, rebound for Oshie, good save again by King Henrik Lundqvist. Ekman Larsson, rink wide for Mika Zibanejad. Cuts it back Raquel. Ekman Larsson, Klingberg to the slot, shoots, good save there from Gibson. Rebound heads off up along the boards. The U.S. trying to get it out, they will. Now Blake Wheeler, 2 goals in the first game. Big chance in front, what a one-timer there from Vincent Trocheck. And Lundqvist somehow grabbed that one. Point blank chance at the other end. John Klingberg on John Gibson. And then Vincent Trocheck with a chance to give the Americans their first lead of the game was absolutely robbed by Henrik Lundqvist. Sweden wins the draw, but Wheeler in there with pressure. Trying to force a turnover. Good job by Hedman. Just stay calm and get that one out. William Karlsson. Now for Alex Wenberg. In front for Karlsson. He scores! William Karlsson. And it's another lead for Sweden. It's 5-4. Former teammates on the Columbus Blue Jackets, Alex Wenberg setting up the now Vegas Golden Knight, William Karlsson. And after 43 goals last season in the NHL, William Karlsson has his first of the World Cup. Johnny Gaudreau charging in now. The Americans have come back down a goal. Every single goal they've scored has been a game-tying goal. They'll see if they can do it again here. Giveaway behind the net, Henrik Zetterberg. In front, Hornqvist. Chance in front, Backlund. Great save by Gibson. Gaudreau stopped up at the blue line, but Karlsson was back there to back him up. And they'll keep it up ice. Gaudreau spins back to the point, John Karlsson. Gaudreau poked off the puck, ends up in the corner, Kessel's on it. Kessel trying to find a way to the net. Spins out, comes up the boards, in front for Gaudreau. His shot stopped. Rebound was there. Backlund will just hand it off to Lundqvist. And he'll hang on. Trocheck and Backstrom on that draw. Trocheck wins it cleanly. Suter in for Pacioretty. In front looking for Trocheck. That was picked off for a second, but they will get it back, and Nylander steals it as well. Giveaway in front. Pacioretty couldn't bury it. Still has the puck, though. Pacioretty has 2 Swedes on him in the corner, and they will get that away from him. Nylander up ice to Gabriel Landeskog into the zone. Final minute of the second. Landeskog center looking for Backstrom, but couldn't connect. Now Backstrom in front. Tied up there was Landeskog. Sweden wanting a penalty from that. Won't get it. Pacioretty coming in. Trying to send it back. Pacioretty still on it. Drops it in front again, Wheeler. Final seconds. Over for Trocheck. His shot. Great save by Lundqvist. Back in front. Wheeler needs a shot. He takes one. It's blocked. And that'll do it for the second period. More goals coming in the second, but the same result, Sweden up by 1.
This year's locations and prices without paying extra for the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. This offer is available now. Don't miss your opportunity.
A controversial goal
Locations for next season.
from Cam Atkinson on what maybe should have been an American penalty shortly before that. Negated by another Swedish go-ahead goal as they'll continue taking a 1-goal lead despite the events of the second. Into the third, it'll be 5-4. The Americans really coming back in shots in that one. Both goaltenders. Probably a game they'd like to erase from their memory banks after this one, but both still very much in it. Nothing better to soothe the poor save percentage than a notch in the W column. Heading into what could possibly be the final period of this game. Team Sweden again, if they win, will move on to the semifinals regardless of the results of the third games in the round robin. Same going, they will lock in Europe to the other semifinal spot. The U.S. playing for themselves and also for the Czech Republic, trying to keep their hopes alive. Pavelski works it in now for Kessel. Kessel, Pavelski at the point, Carlson. Works it over, suited a Gaudreau. He's knocked away from the puck. And Nylander will get it up and out. William Nylander, Nicholas Backstrom, Gabriel Landeskog, good save by Gibson, who will freeze it. After Jonathan Quick gave up 4 goals on 33 shots in Team USA's first game, John Gibson has come out and not had a very stellar game himself. Only 12 saves on 17 shots for him, but his team's still in it, as they've been finding the back of the net often as well. Trocheck, big stretch pass there up for Wheeler, just inside the blue line. Trocheck, Bufflin, Gostis Bear at the point. Big winded fire, that one deflected by Pacioretty, but he just knocked it wide. Now Zibanejad. He'll come in, cuts to the center, Zibanejad to the front, big save Gibson. Great move there from Zibanejad to cut to the center, and a toe save from John Gibson. Now back the other way, Pacioretty. Poked off briefly, but gets it back to the point. Big one-timer from Wheeler, that one's blockered away off the stick of Lundqvist. Now coming back, Philip Forsberg can't get around Bufflin. What a big hit that was. Might have caught him up high. Now Derek Stepan drops it back. Bufflin, shot blocked in front. That one's gonna hurt. That was Victor Arvidsson. He's got the puck now. Up to Zibanejad. Zibanejad looking to the front, takes the shot, stopped. Rebound goes in behind the net. Zibanejad back on it. Comes out of the corner, sends it to the point. Lindholm in front for Wenberg. Lindholm. Klingberg shot, that one goes wide. Rebound to the side, that was Zetterberg. Or Wenberg, sorry. He couldn't bury it. Now Pacioretty. At the sidewall, looks back. Decides to send it in. It'll come all the way around. Back to the point, kept in there by McDonough. Centers for Stepan, that shot. Hits off a body and goes into the corner. Wenberg brings it in across the line. Heads towards the corner, gets around McDonough. Goes around behind the net. Alex Wenberg, all the way back to the point. Lindholm keeps that in. Strawman works it in for Arvidsson, to the side for Wenberg. Still no shot. In front, Arvidsson. At the point, Lindholm. Wenberg, Arvidsson. He'll take it to the corner and drop it back to the point. Lindholm in for Backlund. His shot blocked up, and the Americans will steal it and come up ice. Cam Atkinson, 2 goals already in the game. Centering pass, step on, good save there from Henrik Lundqvist. Here's that Mika Zibanejad chance as he's able to just jump to the front of the net as he looks to cross up Gibson, who's just able to kick that pad out and keep this a 1-goal game. Sweden have had the advantage in the face-off circle for most of the game. This one scrummed, and Zetterberg will come in and help Sweden win it. Zetterberg can't get around John Carlson. He's pinned up against the boards. Galchenyuk coming in to help. Zetterberg kicks it back to the point for Hedman, though. Giveaway there, Backlund. Oh, man. What a chance there for Michael Backlund. Now again in front. Zetterberg's pass back to the point doesn't get there. Now it does. Carlson, Zetterberg, Hedman. Erik Karlsson again works it in for Hornqvist. That one gets poked off his stick, and the Americans will come back. Cam Atkinson in again to the corner. Centering pass comes all the way back. John Carlson, Galchenyuk, Atkinson looking for the hat trick, and he's taken down by Victor Hedman. Hedman now into the zone. Hedman heads to the corner. Taken up against the boards there by Galchenyuk. 3 Americans coming in there to dig it out. Kessel pushed off the puck. Galchenyuk will just send that back into their zone, and they'll look to regroup. 9 minutes left to go in the third. 5-4 the score in favor of Sweden. Phil Kessel up the right side. Sends it to the front for Gaudreau with a shot. That one stopped. Rebound goes into a scrum. Gaudreau is able to get to that one and keep it alive in front for Kessel. He couldn't find it. Kessel. Pavelski. At the point now, Suter. Working it in for Pavelski again. In front looking for Gaudreau. He couldn't get a stick on that. Another whiff. Kessel steals it. Good shot. Rebound is there. Jamming it at the net. And Lundqvist keeps it out. Cam Atkinson was just about going to be left alone in front again. But Victor Hedman absolutely destroys him in front of the net. At the point, off the draw. McDonough working it in. Gets it back. Now to Justin Falk. McDonough again. They'll go back and forth. Sending it in Pavelski. In front, Gaudreau shoots. Good glove there from Lundqvist, and he'll freeze it. A great chance for Johnny Hockey. He was a ways out, though. And Lundqvist was able to come in front and challenge that one. And snag with the glove. Good win there from Vincent Trocheck. Pacioretty trying to send it to the side. Ekman Larsson picked that off. And now Sweden coming up the ice. Rickard Rakell. Shot stopped. Rebound is knocked out of the crease. And sent up ice. Pacioretty 2-on-2. Trocheck jumping in. Sends it into the net. Rebound was there. It hits off of Ekman Larsson in front. Comes back to Lundqvist. And he'll scoop it up and hang on. Another scrum in the defensive zone draw. This time the Americans will get control of it. Wheeler trying to set it back to the point. That one gets picked off by Raquel. And now they'll get it out. Zibanejad tries to send that up. A pass gets deflected, but it does work. Zibanejad covering at the point. Shot gets blocked in front. Gostisbehere got in front of that one. And now coming back up ice again. James Van Riemsdyk on his off wing. Tried to cut to the center. His shot gets blocked. He'll get a second chance. Another shot. Can't get it off, but he keeps it in. That was Bufflin trying to send that in. William Karlsson picked that one off. And now 4 minutes left to go in the third. Victor Arvidsson to the front for Karlsson. A good chance. Stopped there by Gibson. Van Riemsdyk all the way up. TJ Oshie. He's got some room. He shoots. He scores. TJ Oshie. And the game is tied again. Oshie was just able to stop up there enough that he caught Erik Karlsson. Trying to find his way. Gets around him and picks the side on Lundqvist. Couldn't have picked a much better time to tie the game. 3.5 left to go in the third. And it's all tied at 5s. Bufflin works it up to step on. Now Van Riemsdyk. Over for TJ Oshie. Van Riemsdyk a shot. That one gloved by Lundqvist, and he'll freeze that one. Defense who has been the story so far in this one. 10 goals split evenly. Still 2.5 left to go in regulation. Gostisbehere. Step on, big shot. That one's knocked away by Lundqvist. Bufflin. Step on, in front, big one-timer by Oshie. Stop, rebound, Van Riemsdyk, a great save by Lundqvist. The Americans still on the puck. Gostisbehere worked it in. Oshie missed that one. Hedman will get to it, and the Swedes will bring it out. Nicholas Backstrom looking over there for Nylander, but that got picked off. James Van Riemsdyk now on his off wing. Stolen. Landeskog to center. Getting it back was Gostisbehere. Quickly up for Kessel. Kessel has room. Kessel trying to jam it in at the short side. Lundqvist holds his post and keeps it out. Nylander across to Zetterberg. Zetterberg spins away from McDonough. One-timer, great save. John Gibson. Joe Pavelski bringing it in. Drops it back to Justin Falk. His shot stopped. Rebound is there for Kessel. Another save from Lundqvist. Bringing it in. Strawman. Hornqvist. Great save. Great play as well. But a better save from Gibson. Now back in is Kessel again. He's been all around the net all game long, especially in the third period. Suter. Pavelski. Kessel. Great save again. One-timer in front. Gaudreau is robbed. Back-to-back. Huge saves from Lundqvist. Final seconds of regulation. Strawman in. Stopped. Rebound is there in front. But Gibson will grab it and will head to overtime. So what does overtime mean as far as the semifinals go? What a period there by the Americans. Really jumping up in shots. Henrik Lundqvist really found his game at the end there, especially in the final seconds, with two huge saves, one on Kessel, then on Gaudreau. That's the reason we're heading to overtime. But thinking about the semifinals for a second, now a point apiece for Sweden and the U.S. guaranteed. So that would put the U.S. at least tied with the Czech Republic, but they still do need to win. If either of those teams, the Czech Republic or the U.S., want a chance at the semifinals. For the Czechs, not an ideal scenario for Sweden to pick up a point here, but it doesn't knock them out completely. They would have to beat, assuming the U.S. wins this game, which is not an assumption to make, but if you're a Czech Republic fan, it's the assumption you want to make. Means Sweden will be sitting at 3 points, which is the max the Czechs can get if they beat the U.S. in the final game of the round robin, and then it'll just come down to the tiebreakers. So if you're Czech Republic, probably hope. You have to hope for an American win still. With the amount of goals that have been scored in this game, that's not helping your tiebreakers for goal differentials or goals for. But it's not out of reach yet for the Czechs. For Sweden, the goal is simple. Win and you're in. For Europe, so Swedes win, Europe is in. For the U.S., simple again. Win or you're gone. Where it gets hazy is for the Czechs, but even then, all they can hope for here is an American win. Overtime. Only the second overtime game so far in the tournament. It will be 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then if needed, a shootout. Backstrom will win that draw, and he'll bring it in. Backstrom looking for Nylander, who was just behind him, and he couldn't find it. Johnny Gaudreau brings it in across the line. Spins off a check, sends it to the front for Pavelski, and a good save there from Lundqvist. Up the boards, Hedman chasing down after it. Thinks better of it, comes back to his zone as Gaudreau sends it in. Pavelski in the corner, in front for Ryan Suter. Now Gaudreau with a big shot. That one gloved by Lundqvist, and he will just decide to hang on to that one. Trocheck and Raquel on this draw. Scrummed. Forsberg comes in and wins it for Sweden. Forsberg coming in. One-on-one. Forsberg stops up. Looks to the net. Raquel just skated past it. Now Forsberg. Back for Hedman. Hedman spinning back. Looks to the net. Tried to get it into Raquel. It was poked away. Raquel has it though. Tried to send it back to the point, but it went in between the legs of Hedman and comes all the way back down to Henrik Lundqvist. He'll skate it forward off the glass and down the ice. All the way there for Raquel. No icing. In behind Forsberg. In front for Raquel. He shoots. Good save, Gibson. Rebound comes out. Forsberg is on that. Drops it back for Erik Karlsson. Karlsson, good shot. Gloved by Gibson. And he'll freeze it. Fantastic chance to end the game there for Rickard Raquel. But John Gibson stared him down and made the save. Minute 48 left to go in the overtime period. Backstrom, Pavelski out for the draw. Dustin Byfuglien, the defenseman for the Americans. Erik Karlsson, the defenseman for Sweden. Coming in is Pavelski. 2-on-2. Pavelski drops it back to Byfuglien trailing. Byfuglien shoots. Good save there by Lundqvist. Would have been interesting to see how that would have been called as Pavelski was crashing the net. Erik Karlsson to the corner. Sends it in front. Nylander, great save. Nylander, rebound. Great save again by John Gibson. Dustin Byfuglien coming back up. Byfuglien tried to send it around. Good play there by Karlsson to block it. Down to the front. Pavelski scores! Joe Pavelski and the Americans are still alive as they defeat Team Sweden in overtime. Dustin Byfuglien reaches back, keeps this one in, sends it to the net. And Pavelski picks it up, spins it to the short side, and Lundqvist couldn't quite get there. He'll beat the goaltender, and the Americans will beat Sweden in a barn burner back and forth game. 6-5, the final in overtime. And this group, not decided yet. It'll all come down to the final round-robin games. The Americans, at the end of that game, the end of the second and through the overtime, really pulling ahead in shots. 39-28, the final counts there. As we'll take a look at the three stars. Joe Pavelski, 2 goals, including the overtime winner, earn him the first. Cam Atkinson's 2 goals give him the second. And Ryan Suter's 2 assists will help him pick up the third star. As the Americans will stay alive in the World Cup by defeating Sweden. They needed overtime to do so, but they're still alive.